What the devil?
Slice him up! Nicely done! You should have fucking stayed out. I'll rip your ass open! You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard! Help me! Help me! Good!
Now you mind, you bastard! You boys! Slice him up! This doesn't look good. A bandage! Goddamn riffraff! Good thing you passed by. Goddamn riffraff! Good thing you passed by. So, you have a weapon. Big deal. That's right. Why are you showing that off? Pathetic. Thanks for the help. But tonight I'm gonna thank all the saints too.
That was close.
I'll say. I thought we'd all die here. Who do I have to thank for being rescued?
My name is Henry. Sir,
I'm pleased to meet you, Henry. I'm Jan of Sukotleski.
what happened here?
We were ambushed. Like a bolt out of the blue. They had their weapons drawn before we could even blink.
They probably realized you were noblemen and hoped you'd have coin.
Perhaps. They wouldn't have been wrong.
Well, with all due respect, sir, what surprised you so much?
I was expecting footpads. A few yokels clutching their weapons like a hog holds a bone. We'd have made quick work of them. But a rabble like that, armed to the teeth, that caught us off guard.
Well, hopefully you'll be all right now. As long as you stay on the main roads, especially at night, nothing untoward should happen. Good luck.
Wait, will you help me? One more time?
What do you need?
Listen, are you familiar with this area?
I'm not from here, but I know my way around a bit.
You might be useful. I need a messenger to act on my behalf in the King's military camp by Kuttenberg.
In Sigismund's camp? What's he got to do with it?
Let me explain. My older brother, the Knight Sir Peter of Sukotleski, is being held captive in the camp. He's fallen into the clutches of a Hungarian baron. Laszlo Farkas is his name. I was supposed to go to the camp and negotiate the terms of his release.
So why do you want to send me there?
Because no one is going to harm an envoy, especially when coin is at stake. I'll no longer go anywhere without protection. Being ambushed once in a lifetime is enough, thanks.
I'd like to hear more details. Who am I supposed to go and see? Who is he?
A Hungarian baron. His name is Laszlo Farkas, but I know hardly anything about him, so you're going to have to ask about him in the camp.
What do you need me to negotiate for you?
The terms for a handover. What we need to do for them to release Peter. Try not to act like a ragamuffin or lout in front of Laszlo. When he sees that he's speaking to a man of distinction, perhaps he won't try to walk all over you.
And where should the handover take place?
It has to be on neutral ground, so neither party has an advantage. Remember that.
What should I know about Peter?
Sir Peter, Knight of Sukotleski. He's several years older than I and fought in many great battles. He was always lucky, and nothing ever happened to him. But now, it looks as if fortune has abandoned him.
What does Peter look like?
He's as bold as an egg and has a scar on one cheek.
A souvenir from a battle?
Hardly. Once his horse was spooked and bolted through some bushes with him on the saddle. He nearly lost an eye, but fortunately, He only got that scar.
What if that Hungarian doesn't release Peter?
Farkash? He will. War costs money and captives have to be fed too. There's also the matter of honor.
What's so honorable in this?
On the battlefield, knights go up against other knights who are often very similar, only they're carrying out the orders of different masters. They have to fight each other, that's clear. But they can demonstrate to each other their honor and spare the lives of the defeated. Moreover, knights often have wealthy relatives who'll pay to have them freed. So, it pays to keep a knight alive and healthy after a defeat.
Aha, I understand. Well, I can try.
God bless you. Here's a letter with the seal of the Lords of Sukotleski. Present it to Laszlo Farkash as proof that I sent you. Once you arrange everything, let's meet at the inn by the Oak outside of Kuttenberg. I'll not risk my neck any more on these roads. Once again, I thank you for your timely aid. Good luck.
Gentle and well formed. Enough to turn.
God bless you, sir.
I'm going to see Farkash. Do you know where I might find him?
I have no idea, but Chaplain Bohemil, or that foreign barber surgeon might know, or Milada in the bathhouse. She knows everything. See you later.
They're all secretly in league. One covering up the wrongdoings of the other. Forget about beauty.
I'm looking for Baron Laszlo Farkash.
He in Shator tent.
What does Laszlo look like?
Vörös és fekete.
Uh-huh. And what would that mean?
Vörös like blood. És fekete like night.
Ah, colours. So he's wearing red and black?
Igen.
Which tent belongs to Laszlo?
Big one. In front there is a guard.
Thanks. That'll do.
Greetings. What would you like?
What's a priest doing in a military camp?
Whatever he can, my son. Whatever he can.
Do you serve mass like other priests?
I serve Mass and give blessings just like my brothers in churches and parishes. I can also officiate at marriages and administer last rites. I reckon you can guess which is more common here.
Do you care for the wounded? Priests and monks do that sometimes, don't they?
Nothing like that. We have blacksmiths and bathmaids for that here. And if something happens to the nobles, we have good surgeons. And then there's that learned foreigner. Bah!
Who's the foreigner?
His name is Musa, and he says he comes ex-Africa. You can't miss him. He's as different from us as a man can be.
Does something seem strange about him to you?
That foreigner may understand medicine, but he worships a foreign god. He prays to him on the ground several times a day. He doesn't drink ale, only rarely eats meat, yet he can't keep his eyes off our women.
Do you take part in the fighting?
Vivere militare est. But no, I'm a chaplain, not a warrior. But no matter if you're a beggar or a lord, there's no way to escape the horrors. And in a place like this, it's easy for people to forget about God, or at least start to doubt.
Do you serve King Sigismund directly?
I serve our Lord, but the king sometimes calls on me for confession.
What could the king possibly have to confess?
You don't actually expect me to tell you that, do you? That's between me, the king, et Domine Noster.
Do they allow prisoners here in the camp to go to confession?
That's a very strange question. Why do you ask?
I'm just curious to know how they treat prisoners. Be they friend or foe. It would be cruel to deny them the chance to confess before God.
That's quite right. If a prisoner asked to make a confession, I'd be glad to speak with him. But we hardly ever have the privacy for that. There are always guards in front of the tent, and there are ears everywhere.
Hear what I say about the greatest people of all. Awesome. All look like angels on the outside. Soft, gentle, and well formed. Enough to turn even an honest man's head.
What in the devil are you doing here?
Are you Sir Peter of Sukadleski?
No, I'm not. I'm Hinek of Hobza.
Oh, Sakra. I'll have to keep looking.
Wait! That name sounds familiar, though. But I'm as hungry as a wolf. If you bring me some food, I'll tell you what I know about him.
I happen to have something to eat with me.
Show me what it is. Finally, a decent bit of food. Even the dogs here eat better than I do.
So, tell me what you know about Peter.
There was someone else here with me, also a knight. But whether he's this Peter of yours, I don't know.
Where is he now?
With the Lord.
You mean he's dead?
Aye, a few days ago it was.
If it was Peter of Sukadleski, I'm in serious trouble. You really don't remember his name? He must have introduced himself to you.
Him? Not a chance. He was fading fast when they brought him in. He was in pain and barely said half a dozen words. When he began to be delirious, I knew it wouldn't end well.
I have to find him. What did they do with the body?
They took it away. I heard them say they got hold of a cart to haul the corpse away.
Where do they want to take him?
How am I supposed to know? Away, as quick as possible. No matter what killed him, they don't want word getting out. They're even treating me as if I'll croak at any moment.
Sorry to hear that, but could you get to the point?
The carts are down by the horses. I hope you'll excuse me for not accompanying you.
That's not good news. What's going to happen to you?
I'm waiting to be exchanged. My honourable jailer has demanded a large sum of money, and on top of that, the hand of my sister. I had no idea I was worth so much. I hope my wife appreciates me more when I finally get home.
I could help you get out of here if you want.
Save your energy. My father is already on his way. He'll be here in a few days. If I take off now, I'd just make more trouble. No, I'll just sit here until they barter me off like a bushel of oats. That is, if I don't starve to death first.
I better get going now, before someone catches me here.
Bring up the wrongdoings of the other. Forget about women's skin-deep beauty. If thine eyes offend thee, pluck them out. Thine... and beg him, please, beg him life. Beg him for...
Yeah, this is definitely Peter. Jan's not going to be happy about this. Sir Laszlo Farkas?
Yes?
I'm here on behalf of Sir Jan of Sukadleski. My task is to negotiate with you the terms for the release of his brother, Knight Peter.
Really?
He gave me a letter with his seal. Here.
Huh. Very well.
I know what happened to the captive. I saw the body.
All right. You have seen through my ruse.
Who killed Peter of Sukadleski?
The Grim Reaper. He died of fever a few days ago. The Sobons had a look at him but could not do anything. You do not have to believe me, but I'm telling you this to show I am not hiding anything from you.
Very well. What should I tell Jan?
What would you like to tell him?
The truth, obviously.
Fine, as you wish. I assume Jan will at least want a proper burial for his brother. He came for his brother, and his brother he shall get.
Very well. So, we'll negotiate?
Excellent. I was beginning to think you only wanted to waste my time.
Let's discuss the ransom.
I see no reason to discuss such a matter with a messenger boy.
Then what am I supposed to tell Jan?
Tell him that he should bring all the resources he has available to the handover. I shall negotiate the exact price with him in person.
Where will the handover take place?
Right here. I will get him ready to be transported the moment you leave.
Out of the question. Jan insists the handover takes place outside your camp. On neutral ground.
So be it. What about by that mill on the hill between Miskowitz and Horsham?
That sounds good. How will we message each other about the meeting time?
Send the groom from the tavern by the oak. The men know him, and they will let me know.
That should be just about everything.
Yes, it should be. Return to your master. I do not need to be held up any longer.
I bear news from Sigismund's camp.
I was beginning to worry. Speak. Did you see Peter?
I'm very sorry, but I discovered that Peter is dead.
Peter is... I can't believe it.
I'm afraid it's true. I saw his body, but I had to find him myself. Laszlo didn't tell me a word.
He killed him. That son of a whore killed Peter.
The word is he died of a fever. That's what his fellow captive told me.
That's not important. That mangy, lying, Hungarian swine. He mustn't get away with it.
What do you want to do?
Get revenge. Avenge Peter. Will you help me?
I've sent a few men like him to hell already. Laszlo won't be an exception.
Thank you. I'll never forget this, but we'll need more men for the job. Many more.
How do you want to do it?
We'll play along with Laszlo so he expects nothing. Did you agree on a place for the handover?
Aye. Somewhere beyond Horshan. Near the hill with the mill on top.
Very well. We'll draw that rat out of his camp. And then, the trap will be sprung.
I think I know someone who could give us a hand.
Who?
I know some people from the Kuttenberg sword fighting brotherhood.
How well do you know them?
I probably know Master Menhard and his apprentice Arn the best.
That doesn't sound bad. We could make good use of a master swordsman.
I can't think of anyone else at the moment. But maybe someone will occur to me.
All right. Go now. I'll wait here for you.
Ja, ja. Bier ist besser als Gold.
Schönen Tag. Was willst du, mein Herr?
I've come to ask for your help.
Sprich, Heinrich. What do you need?
I'm in a bit of a fix, and I could use some armed assistance.
Schwierigkeiten? That sounds serious. But leider, I have no one to send with you. Vielleicht nur Arne. Would Arne suffice? Ist ein guter Kerl. He will help you.
I'd be glad for even one man. Thank you.
Rede mit ihm, so he knows what he has to do.
Sorry. Schönen Tag. Was willst du?
I see you're on your feet and in good health.
Ja. Ja. Gott sei Dank.
What about the eye? How did it turn out?
Gut, Heinrich. I only see cloudy for a day or two. But then the clouds go away. I see the world with new eyes now. Könnte man sagen. Healing skill of Master Ibicus is great. I will remember him in my prayer. And I think my injury teach me discretion and humility.
Those are wise words. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a proper helmet. Best with a visor. I'm sure you'd look great in a hound skull.
Na ja. When I get enough groschen, I will kaufen the best in Kottenberg.
Menhard has sent me to see you.
Wieso denn? Men had something once?
No, I'm the one who needs something. And Menhard told me you're the man for the job.
Aha. Was ist los?
I got into a bit of a mess, and I'm afraid I might end up losing my head. So I'm looking for a few men who are handy with swords, and aren't afraid of cumins.
Die Kumanen? Verdammte Diebesratten. Rely on me, Heinrich. Where to meet?
Go from Horshan towards Miskowitz. Look for a hill with a mill on top. That's where we'll meet.
Verstanden. I will be there. And one more thing. I do not like to ask so directly, but...
Don't worry. If things go our way, there'll be something in it for you.
Sehr schön. In that case, you can count on me.
Thanks.
Fuck you!
I've arranged reinforcements. They're tough fellas, and I'm sure you'll be satisfied.
Excellent. I'll breathe easier meeting Laszlo knowing that.
Can we leave now to meet with Laszlo for the handover?
We can, if you're ready.
I still need to take care of something. Can we leave now to meet with Laszlo for the handover?
We can, if you're ready.
So, let's go. But first, we have to send that boy to the camp.
I'll take care of it. Then we'll leave straight away.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Lord Sukhotleski.
Spare me the formalities, Farkash. We know the truth.
And you spare me your temper tantrums. They might have worked on your mother, but we are all grown-ups here.
I won't be intimidated anymore, especially not by some Hungarian butcher. If you have even a sliver of honor, you'll give me my brother's body and his equipment without delay. If you don't cause any problems, I might give you a part of the original ransom. Dare to object, and you won't see a single groschen.
I thought I was ready for anything, but I never would have imagined this. Sarian, my patience has run out. Either you will pay the ransom in full, or you will join your brother.
Come on then, you horsens! If you think I'm afraid, you're gravely mistaken. If we survive this, there's a reward in it for you.
Wait, Henry? That is your name, right?
Don't listen to him.
I have nothing against you, and I see no reason to kill you. But if you protect that wretch, I will have no other choice. Join me, and you will live.
He's just playing us.
Ich reiß dir deinen Arsch auf!
Gary! A fejükre menjetek! Mocskos disznó! Csak gyertek! Egyenesen! Mit mondottál, te kutya?
Neszetek, kurva!
Remek csapás! Tanulj meg vízni! Remek csapás! Nézzete, faszhely!
Lass mich ausnehmen! Was hat er sich dabei gedacht? Der Narr!
I must have taken a serious blow. What?
Careful!
Is this the end?
I have the feeling I can now hang up my hat as a messenger.
Yes. We should head home.
I know things didn't turn out the way you wanted, but I held up my end of the bargain.
That's true. It would be dishonorable of me to deny you all of your reward. Here. You've earned it. But something else occurred to me. I'd like to give you my brother's sword. Peter was carrying it when they caught him. If Farkash didn't steal it, it should still be on the cart. Carry it with honor befitting a knight. It's a mighty weapon.
I'll do my best. I wouldn't want to dishonor Peter.
I've only known you a short time, but I believe you wouldn't.
Thank you for your faith in me, sir.
One more thing. Or actually, two more things. Besides a sword, Peter also had a cuirass and a shield, emblazoned with the Sukotleski coat of arms. They're heirlooms, and they're very valuable to us, especially now that Peter's dead. Please, don't take them. I'll bring them home to remember him by. Well, I no longer have any business here. I should return home and give Peter the funeral he deserves.
I'm sorry it ended this way.
Me too. I don't even want to think about how I'll tell Father. Peter was his firstborn son, his pride and joy, his successor, and on top of it all, a knight.
Well, what you just did was also befitting of a knight.
It was mostly your work.
Oh, come now. You defended the truth and the honor of your family and your brother. Your father can be proud.
If you think so. I'll be going now. It was a pleasure to meet you, Henry.
Godspeed, Sir Jan. Have a safe journey.